An anti-Trump activist judge who's notorious for blocking President Trump's deportation orders has just released a woman who allegedly threatened to kill the president. According to a report, District Judge for the District of Columbia, the infamous James Boasberg, quietly let a 50-year-old Natalie Rose Jones walk out of jail under electronic monitoring. The report says that just a few days before she was released, Jones was denied bond over alleged threats she posted online, writing, quote, "I literally told FBI in 5 states today that I'm willing to sacrificially kill this POTUS by disemboweling him and cutting out his trachea with Liz Cheney and all the affirmation present. Let's deal with this and restore domestic tranquility," end quote. The woman told Secret Service agents earlier this month that she would, quote, "carry out the mission of killing," end quote, Trump with a, quote, "bladed object," end quote, if she were given the chance. Well, according to the report, Judge Boasberg ordered that Ms. Jones shall then drive directly to New York City, taking only reasonable rests along the way, and arriving in New York City to meet with her psychiatrist, shocking, prior to 5 p.m. on August 27, 2025, and then shall follow the remainder of the conditions of the release set forth in the order setting the conditions of the release. Okay, that was a mouthful, and I apologize for that, Reagan. Let's just go down the line here. Like, you threatened to kill the president in a very graphic way, and you get to go home?
I'm so sick of Boasberg. I feel like I've heard so much about this judge. It's unbelievable, and it's scary. I can't imagine being President Trump. You're nearly assassinated a little more than a year ago, and then there are crazy people out here who are telling authorities in detail how they want to kill you, who they want present, and you're just going to let that person go and just talk to a psychiatrist and it'd be okay. Oh, and just like on the way, we know you have murderous thoughts. Just like drive this road, take some reasonable stops. It's unbelievable.
Now, Matthew, you have a situation like this with a woman who's audibly writing, just unquestionably threatening to kill the president. Yeah. But then you had January 6 grandmothers who were peacefully assembling, not part of this big riot that they say that rotted in jail for 2+ years.
Between activist judges and Soros-funded prosecutors, we can't get any crime solved in this area. And I think to leave this woman unattended for several hours to travel back to New York City is a woeful misjudgment by this judge, and absolutely shocking to me.
Marcia, here's a hypothetical. What do you think would have happened if this woman was threatening to kill Joe Biden, and this was 2.5 years ago?
I don't do hypotheticals, okay? You're taught in the media world, right? Never answer hypothetical. No, like, the reality is that I don't think that I think they would have taken more serious steps against her. I think that the mere fact that this judge is living in La La Land, I mean, what are you going to do, invite her to Thanksgiving dinner? For crying out loud, you have to hide the knives, okay? But this is a serious threat to the president. God only knows she's not going to show up to psychiatrists. We've already known, like we saw the shooter in Minneapolis. They need to get the signs early. This is when you have FBI involved, investigating, getting down to the bottom of it to prevent these types of tragedies, and especially this potential assassination against the president. We've seen it happen twice against President Trump.
I think the would-be disemboweling woman here who wants to spend time on the Jersey Turnpike or whatever that was about, I think I live in Washington, D.C. She's a fairly typical Democrat in my experience, and the judge is a fairly typical Democrat Party judge. This is the kind of conversations they have, at the dinner table next to you in Washington, D.C. There's nothing extraordinary about this. This is the Democrat Party in 2025. That's them. Big word for her, though, disembowelment.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.